Hello MindValley, my name is Salvatore and thank you for taking the time to watch my video cover letter. Now that the formalities are over, I feel comfortable in telling you that I am the person I am today because of my father. Yep, dear old dad, or Papa Dukes as I affectionately call him. He gave me 3 words of advice when I was a kid that shaped who I was going to become. Every time I would ask him a question that he didn't know the answer to, he would always respond, "Look it up." And back then it meant he had to take me to the library, which he had to drive me to. So then he got the brilliant idea and bought us a complete set of encyclopedias. And these beautiful, heavy black leather-bound seas of knowledge is where I honed my research skills. I would spend hours trying to find out why the sky was blue, having to look up several entries to get the complete understanding. And to make sure that I had found the answer, my father always followed up and asked me what I had learned. For some reason, if I gave up trying to find the answer, he would say, "Keep going, because the answer is out there." And those are the words that hardened my resolve. Then my home welcomed a larger wealth of knowledge with the computer and the internet. And with amazing sounds and visual stimulants, the internet courted me into the next stage of my relationship with research and learning. It took me from HTML coding to make my AOL profile look cool in color, to how the combustion engine works so I can understand how to soup up my car. And it's a relationship that continues to this day. So my father started me on this journey, and the internet has been my vehicle. But what is my destination? Well, that's where Danny DeVito comes in. Not what you're expecting, I know, but I couldn't narrow down what I wanted to be when I grew up. There were so many choices and possibilities. My parents always said I could be anything I wanted to be. But what was that one anything? That's when I saw this movie starring Danny DeVito, and this clip inspired the rest of my journey.
Leroy Jr.? Great. Kid will probably come out wearing a helmet, get the Heisman.
I'm keeping that kid as far away from playing field as I can. Running football never helped nobody pass the civil service exam. These ways never helped me, excuse me.
Hey, Leroy. Leroy.
Yeah.
You ever hear of a guy named Leon Battista Alberti?
Yeah, he played for the 49ers, right?
No. Played for the 1400s. The Renaissance.
The what?
He's what you call a Renaissance man. The guy was an architect, a writer, a painter, a musician, a scholar, God knows what else. But you know what I remember most about him? They say that he could stand with his feet together like this and spring straight over a man's head.
Really?
If Leon Battista Alberti couldn't have done that, I wouldn't have remembered a thing about him.
So he was sort of like a smart jock then, right?
That's right. You got it.
Now, ain't that an oxymoron?
That is. That is.
Give me some. All right. Talk to you later, Miss Ray.
All right.
And that was it. Now I knew I could be not only anything I wanted, but I could be everything I wanted. And regardless of contradiction, I became a Renaissance man. And to date, I'm a football player, a snowboarder, an artist, a photographer, a mechanic, a writer, a construction worker. I'm a 9th Kyu martial artist in Bujinkan Budo Taijutsu. A self-taught musician, teaching myself the electric bass and guitar. I've been an architect and a draftsman, working at a structural engineering firm when I was just 16 years old and earning the mechanical drafting award from my high school. I worked my way up as a cook from a pizzeria to a 5-star restaurant owned by Sir Richard Branson. I'm a punk rock fiscal conservative with socially liberal views, an old-fashioned contemporary man. I'm a spiritual atheist with a deep appreciation for theology. I'm a New York City, out in the woods, energetic, laid-back kind of guy, and because of all of this, I'm a problem solver. But while being all of these things, there still leaves another question. What am I going to do with my life? And the answer to that is simple. Change the world. So with all these learned skills, how could I change the world? Through film, of course. Since it takes almost all of these skill sets and more to make a film, I had a head start. Using film and video as a conduit, I could inspire people as I was, and bring up new ideas while challenging some old ones. I could stir emotions while helping people escape. And I could help people find the path that they are looking for, or show them that there were alternative routes that they didn't know existed. After all, that's how I found you, MindValley. A simple TED Talk led me to be in front of you right now. Film and video have led me to such places as Spirit, Science, and The Secret, which challenged me spiritually to grow, and the Zeitgeist movies led me to the work of Jacques Fresco and the Venus Project, which led me to all the new technologies that could help revolutionize the world as a whole, like the ET3 system and vertical farming and 3D printed homes. to stand-up comedians who philosophically challenge the culture of today, like Bill Hicks, George Carlin, Russell Brand, and many more. But most importantly, at this moment, it led me to you. And together I believe that you and I, MindValley, can change this beautiful blue world of ours into a more sustainable, reinvigorated, harmonious place, and if we are lucky, maybe even make us a Type 1 civilization on the Kardashev scale. Thank you for letting me tell you all about the parts of me that you will not find on my resume, but I hope you notice some of these pieces of me through my narrative films that will accompany it.